Ooh, I have been trying to put this reading off because there are other things that I need to do, but Spirit has been telling me get on here, get the reading out. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and or somebody who is having a headache, especially if it's like right around here, or maybe just feeling like a lot of confusion when it comes to a relationship. I've been hoping that this wasn't going to be a love reading because I'm trying to avoid love readings right now. They're everywhere. They're so cliche. So I wanted to give you something that was like a little bit like more helpful, I guess, for you. But it seems like this is what's going on for you right now. So let's take a look. There's a very confusing energy. It's like I can't tell if it's you thinking about somebody else a lot or them thinking about you a lot. But I'm just here to say, like, if you've been wondering if somebody's thinking about you, they absolutely are. This is a very mutual feeling. And so it's like, somebody's thinking about you. Stop gaslighting yourself about it. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going on with Scorpio. We'll get some confirmations in the cards. All right. We have the Fool, the Wanderer. This deck, everything is like a little bit different because, oh my. Yeah, this is like the Wildwood Tarot. We've got Two of Arrows and Justice. So this is the Two of Swords. And then we've got the Queen of Arrows, Queen of Swords. Swan. It's interesting that they came out in this order because this is definitely feeling like it's like a choice that needs to be made, and then these are the two options. And one is like, these endless possibilities, adventure, not really knowing what the outcome is. And then the other one is very much about communication, standing in power, owning your beauty, owning your communication. But it feels very much like these are two different people. And actually, I'm really getting the sense that this is a relationship of, or could be a relationship of two people from different worlds. So that's a little bit what's holding you back here. We've got the Ace of Stones at the bottom of the deck. The Foundation of Life. Okay, so this is a big gift, a new beginning for you. It feels like in this relationship, one person had more to lose than the other. And the person who didn't have as much to lose actually did not understand how much they were asking of this person or taking from this person. There was definitely an imbalance here. And I think that the person who had a little bit more privilege in this situation and had less to lose, I think that they did not understand then and are beginning to understand now what this other person, like the position that they put this other person in, or what they were at, the position they were asking the other person to be in with them. But this was a very, very big gift that was presented to both people. Okay, even the person who had a lot to lose and might feel like they actually lost something, this was a gift to them too. Here we go, Four of Vessels. Boredom. This is also Four of Cups. Yeah, it was like there was a blessing in it that neither of you were seeing. What was that blessing, Spirit? Eight of Bows, Hearthfire in reverse. I think that you both had the tools to help liberate each other from the sense of needing to belong. It was like in each other's presence, you could just be. You could just belong. You didn't really have to, you actually didn't have to get to know each other that well for things to start to take off. This connection to me doesn't seem like one where there was a lot of talking and getting to know each other. Got Seven of Bows, which bows is in this deck is wands. Seven of Bows at the bottom of the deck with clearance. It seems to me like there were some things in both of your, it's interesting because I feel like there's the one person who felt like they had a lot to lose. They really did not see themselves as somebody who had done anything wrong in this connection, and may have actually felt taken advantage of or something of that nature by the other person. But they did not know that there were things that they had to clear out. Really, like it seems like generational curses, ancestral wounds. And so you were both having to clear things away. And I think that you're both kind of in a moment right now. That's why this is coming up so heavily. Because you're both in a moment where you're clearing away those things that were preventing you from seeing the beauty in this relationship, the healing that was available to you in this relationship. And now, because you've been clearing those things away, it seems like this other person who was not aware how much they were taking in the connection and how the position that they were putting the other person in. It seems like that person is actually more willing to come forward now and try something new without knowing what the outcome is going to be, but try something new with you. It feels like a love offer coming in. Now, I don't know how you feel about this love offer, if you're the one receiving or if you're the one giving. But there's like very heavy mirroring energy, it feels like, going on right now. And I don't mean that it's like the same, you have the same things going on in your life, but it's like there's counterpart energy to this union, to this connection. Now, I'm not a person who believes in twin flames. I kind of feel like that is a trap that, when you believe it, you kind of have to overcome it, because you are your own twin flame, okay? You are the only person you need to really be in union with in order to be at peace and to have everything that you need in life, okay? You don't need a partnership, a romantic partnership, in order to be fulfilled. I'm going to say that again. You do not need a romantic partnership in order to be fulfilled. I can already hear some of you wanting to switch the channel. Please don't, because there's actually, there's good news coming from this. I'm not telling you can't have a relationship. Actually, I feel like there might be someone in this group even who is polyamorous or experimenting with polyamory and might actually have more than one partner, and that's okay too. So it's not that I'm telling you to be alone. I'm telling you that you don't need to have a partner to be fulfilled. Okay? You can be fulfilled within yourself, and you actually should be fulfilled within yourself before you look to a partner to fulfill you. All right, so we've got some messages from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. Sandpiper Spirit in reverse, Be playful. Number 51. So this is what it looks like. Got that out in reverse in the protection position. We've got Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit, again in reverse with the number 17. And we have Groundhog Spirit, time to let go with the number 31. This one came out right side up. I think that the Sandpiper Spirit is, it's like a caution. It seems like somebody in this connection is not taking things. It's like one person isn't taking things seriously enough, and the other one is taking things way too seriously. So there's a need to have balance between that seriousness and play. With Crow Spirit, we have co-creating with Spirit. Your intuition has been yelling at you so strongly, and you have been just ignoring it at times. And I think that part of that is because of what things look like on the outside. So the image I'm getting in my head is that, let's say person A is the one who didn't realize how much they were asking the other person to give up. And person B is the person who felt that they were losing a lot in this relationship and that they weren't getting the same energy in return, okay? Once person B realized that person A was not taking them very seriously, then person B withdrew their energy. Now, take this in any way that it actually feels correct to you, okay? Because it might not be exactly that. Remember, this is a general reading for Scorpio placements. But it's like, to me, that's what it feels like. That's what this relationship is feeling like, okay? So it's like the person B realized that person A just like wasn't taking them seriously enough, and that they were actually gonna get hurt, or maybe they were starting to get hurt. So they withdrew their energy. The way this appeared to person A was that they lost their chance completely with person B. Okay? And then person B is like, well, I need to protect myself, so I'm going to keep that wall around to withdraw my energy, right? Yet person B continues to think about person A. It's not like that they just stop thinking about person A and stop caring about person A, right? But person A perceives that person B like wants nothing to do with them. When in reality, I think what person B is waiting for is to know that person A actually cares. Not just cares, but is willing to do work to repair the harm that they already caused to person B. Okay? Now, it might not be this huge harm, but it was like enough for person B to say, oh, I need to separate my energy a little bit because I'm getting caught up in something that is harmful to me, right? So it's feeling a lot like there is on both sides the inability to see that, like person B is unable to see person A as somebody who cares, and person A is unable to see person B as somebody who cares, right? Yet they both feel it. They feel that energetic pull from spirit, right? So we've got the Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. This one feels important, like I need to actually read it to you. So let's go ahead and pull that one up. Here we go. Groundhog Spirit. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know that it is time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. We love to hold on to what is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it is a sign that there is something in your present situation that you need to let go of so that something new can be born, something that will far better serve you now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition into the new. However, change is coming, and it is good. So let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Say farewell to whatever once served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way. Okay, I love this for you because it really, to me, echoes the same thing that we've been talking about. There's several possibilities here that I see. So since this is a general reading, some things might resonate with you, some things might not. One thing I'm seeing here is it's like someone in another relationship, maybe person A was in another relationship and started dating person B and hadn't let go of person that like their person A hadn't let go of their partner yet. Or it could be like someone who was, I'm seeing 111 on the clock. Okay, it could be someone who was polysaturated, like they're in a poly relationship, so it's not like they're cheating by exploring a relationship or something with person B, but like polysaturated, so then they were not able to give person B the actual attention that they deserved, right? There's also here, that could resonate with you. Neither one of those could resonate with you. It could be also, or that somebody in this group is releasing old wounds and old patterns, right? Working through something that has, like I said before, has not been serving them, especially in relationships. And so, yeah, it just feels like both of you really are in a moment where you're releasing things. So you're either releasing relationships that don't serve you, you're releasing old patterns and conditioning that doesn't serve you anymore. And I also, as I'm saying all of this, I feel like some of you are, having this like anxiety, feeling like, well, it's funny. It's like there's that song, "Where's My Husband" by Ray, I think, and she's saying like, I fear if he doesn't find me soon, I'm gonna die alone. And so it just kind of like feels like maybe that kind of an energy, or like rushing, like someone is wanting to rush back in. They don't want to lose any more time, or they worry that they would lose this relationship. So whether you're the one who is feeling that way, or the other person is the one that's feeling that way, take that, as if you're not having any anxiety about that, then know that that's how the other person is feeling. Yeah. Let's take a look at what it is that you need to let go. Ooh. We've got the King of Wands. The High Priestess. Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there definitely are some relationships that need to be released at this point in time. I think it's like maybe these relationships, there's nothing wrong with them. But it's just they're lackluster. There's something about it that you're missing, and that you feel like you could have with this other person somehow. There's also the need to. It's interesting, we have the King of Wands and the High Priestess next to each other. It feels to me like this is a relationship in which one of you is very spiritual and intuitive. And also, it seems like you're both standing in your power, but this very, very intuitive person is not just standing in their power, but they're in a position of being able to really affect change in the world. And it seems like the other person is a very passionate, creative person, also standing in their power, also like pretty intuitive themselves. Lots of fire. So this could be the person who's like standing in their power. They could be a very fiery person or be a fire sign, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Um, Hell, they could be a Scorpio themselves, because I always say Scorpios are the fire signs of the water signs. Um, let's see. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. A need to watch how you speak. Need to watch how you speak to others. Maybe a conversation needs to be had. It seems like what you're needing to release is actually this need to be in control. It seems like it to me, it's like you're both very, very powerful, strong people. Very strong individuals. And because of that, maybe that could be something like an area in which you clash. And so there's like a need to release control in a way. I mean, that's why you're getting that message also from Crow Spirit about needing to co-create with Spirit, right? You're needing to release control of this, of the, it's not just the outcome of this relationship. It's like, I think it's a general, like being in control of everything. I really do. I think it's like a general way that you carry yourself, way that they carry themselves. Reflections. What you contemplate can actualize. Number 16. Okay, so this connection is actually going somewhere, whether you see it in the 3D or not. There's a lot of energy between the both of you that is unspoken. You're both in a moment of self-reflection. And your mind is so powerful, so what you're thinking of creates your reality. So it's time to shift the way that you think about this connection. Okay? It's time to shift the way you think about this connection, because you're actually blocking yourself by believing that the other person doesn't want to have anything to do with you. You're blocking yourself by believing that they're going to hurt you. You can create a self-fulfilling prophecy by believing they're going to hurt you. Now, this is not for somebody who has been abused, who has been like cheated on and stuff like that. This is not for somebody whose current partner or ex-partner is returning. Remember, this is, as I'm filming this is a timeless reading, but as I'm filming this is Mercury retrograde season. So you are going to have exes come back, and not all of them are going to be, exes you can't take back. But not all of them are going to be exes you can take back. So please use your discernment. I'm not seeing this as somebody who has abused somebody in the past. So if the person that you are thinking of and inquiring about is somebody who has legitimately abused you, like really, really abused you, done some real damage, and I'm not even just talking about like accidentally, I'm talking about like purposeful damage. Okay? If somebody has intended to harm you in the past, even if they've changed, they already lost their chance with you. You're not going back to that person. But this is a reading for someone. It feels like the harm that was done, it wasn't like there were hurt feelings here that can be repaired, is what it feels like. So if that's the situation, then yes, this reading is confirming that. But if you came here asking about someone who has been abusive to you, then the answer is no, don't even think about it. Okay, I'm getting a very, very clear download about that because I know somebody has watched this far believing that I'm talking about their abusive ex. This is not about your abusive ex. And if that's where you are at right now, I would probably recommend looking up your other, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, like your other placements in the readings that I've been doing because this one is not for you. All right. But yeah, so this is for somebody, like, it feels like the hurt that was caused was minor. It's something that can be repaired. But Nine of Swords, there's going to need to be boundaries. Healthy boundaries in place, because it feels like the last time, one of the reasons why this relationship was let go of was because this is how it was making somebody feel. Most likely you, to be honest. It was like somebody constantly thinking about, like, what are you doing? What are they doing? Who are they with? So healthy boundaries would need to be set in place, but this is actually something where if you just do Ace of Swords in reverse, meaning there's a big thing you need to let go. So if you just let go of that really, really big thing that you know what it is, I don't even really have to tell you what it is. I already told you as much as I could tell you, but it's something that you know. You know exactly what it is that you need to let go. This is not a surprise to you. This is something that you have been told over and over and over again, or that you're at least hearing. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 on the clock. You're at least hearing this over and over again in different contexts. Okay, so you know that once you let go of that thing, then you set your healthy boundaries. That relationship, it's like you're able to visualize that relationship. We've got the Two of Wands. This is a moment of observation, of surveying. It feels like there isn't a lot of forward momentum. And so I think that that's why you're here, and that's why this connection is currently on your mind, maybe even like driving you a little crazy, because you are in a moment where you're just observing and you don't have any answers and you don't know maybe like the next step or what's coming next. So Spirit is telling you with the reflections card to watch your mind. Watch the way that your mind perceives, observes, thinks. There are some patterns that you're releasing right now, especially in the mind, especially around surrounding boundaries around relationships. Okay? I do actually encourage you, again, if this is not a relationship in which there was abuse, I encourage you to explore this non-abusive situation and to, before you even have a conversation with each other, to change the way that you think about it. Okay? Someone is going to come in with a message wanting to talk. Whether it's like that you just can't hold it back anymore or they can't hold it back anymore, you want to be ready for that. So meditate, journal, pray to your deities, your ancestors, whatever it is that you usually do to get clear in your mind. Maybe do some, like, not just journaling about how you feel, but like do like a visualization journal, something like that, to remind yourself like what it is that you liked about this person, why you're thinking about them. Um, I feel like for some people, there's like maybe like some trauma from past relationships that you're overcoming, that you're letting go of. Okay. And reminding yourself that love is possible. That even though you have been hurt by love in the past, that this is not the same thing. And um, and that it is actually possible to have um, a lasting and fulfilling love. Okay? That's something that you need to be working on and thinking on in your own time, about love being something that you are inviting and that you are not afraid of in your life. I hope that makes sense, that it resonates for you. If it does, then also feel free to check out my other the other zodiac signs that I'm putting readings out. I'm going to try to finish the rest of the zodiac signs for this week by the end of this weekend. And so hopefully you can catch those. If you don't know any of your other signs, then just come back and check for more Scorpio readings. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these because it's just a very chaotic time, very chaotic energy. So I hope this helped, and I will see you soon. Bye.